going to get massive inflation. And what I'm worried about is stagflation. Can you explain what that is?
Stagflation?
Yeah.
So stagflation is where you have an economy that's not growing or it's growing very little, and yet you still have increasing price pressures within the economy. Unemployment increases and things become less affordable.
Right. So if you have higher unemployment and higher inflation, how does the Fed, right, how do they react to that?
So generally, to try and control inflation, they raise interest rates, but then there's and
So what
a
was
lot of people
interest
believe-
rates raised to in the 1960s and 70s when you had the most prominent stagflation?
So I mean, I think it got up to about 20% or so. It was really high.
Yeah,
And,
that's my point. That's I'm glad you said that.
So to the
with that
extreme, it probably does help to control inflation when you make that large of a change. But there is an argument to say that interest rates are actually inflationary because interest rates are the cost of money, the cost of borrowing money to go and do things within the economy. So if you're making money cost more, then that's probably going to affect other assets and how they're priced. But generally, higher interest rates, it's argued, slow economic activity because it's more expensive to operate.
The cost of capital.
It effectively reduces demand. So.
That's the problem that I have into it. But I think there's two sides of that. It affects the operation to expand because the cost of capital is higher. But what the side effect that I think people don't understand, and we're starting to understand it more than we did back in the 60s and 70s, was that now, because we are a debt society, in general, higher debt is now going to put people under. Like now we are a debt-based society. And I would love to sit down with somebody that says we're not. I'd love to.